Good afternoon, YouTube. Good afternoon, Facebook. Good afternoon, Twitter. Good afternoon, Instagram. It's Adrian. I'm coming back at you. I tell you, I was going to be coming at you with videos. So it's the same day. It's still the 4th. It's later on in the afternoon. I took a nap. I fell out for a minute, but I'm right back at you with part 4 of the 10-part series on the 10 top tips for placing your property, your rental property, your real estate property in profitable areas. That's what we're going to talk about. So the first thing we talked about was the neighborhood. We talked about property taxes, and we talked about the school system. So again, before we go any further, I want to ask you guys to subscribe, to share, to comment. Do all these things. It's going to allow me to continue to keep coming at you and giving you this information. All right? So as I said before, the top 3 things that we've talked about is number 1, picking your neighborhood. You got to pick a nice neighborhood. All right? Number 2, watch your property taxes. Okay? And number 3, we talked about the school system. Okay? So with those 3 things being said, we need to talk about crime. Number 4 is crime. Now this is a no-brainer. Okay? It really is, but again, some people don't take into consideration. Some people might go into a neighborhood during the daytime, and for all actuality, it might seem like a pretty nice place during the day. So what I would suggest is that you go to the area that you are considering. You go different times of the day. You go in the morning, you go in the afternoon, you go in the evening, and then you go again at nighttime. Okay? And then you get to see the real view of the neighborhood at all hours. Because places look different during the daytime. You understand what I'm saying? Businesses are open, people are out and about, and you get to see, you think you get to see that this is a nice neighborhood. So I want to stress upon you that you need to go to these different areas at least 4 times during the day. Like I said, you want to go in the morning, you want to go in the afternoon, you want to go in the evening, and you want to go at nighttime. Okay? Now, you can go to the library. The library will give you, the library and the police station will give you accurate accounts of the crime in the area. It will give you the accounts of response time. It will give you the accounts of the break-in rates. All these different things. You can even go to some real estate websites will give you the information of how high the crime rate is in this area. If you go at nighttime, you get to see the businesses. Are they putting bars on the gates? Do they have rolled down gates? Is it that type of area where all the places are shuttered? What time do things slow down? What's the physical activity, the walkability in downtown areas? Is it a lot of, after dark? Are people still out? Or are people not out? These are the things you need to take into consideration. What's the gang rate? Is there gang activity in these neighborhoods? These are all things that you need to find out about. What's the drug rate? Is there a lot of drugs? There's so many variables that go into this crime, but you need to be there at different times of the day to see how things look. Because I'm telling you again, you can go to a certain neighborhood in the early morning or when businesses first open up, and it will seem beautiful. Oh, you see people going to work and kids going to school and so on and so forth. So that doesn't really give you a view, a realistic view of what's going on. You need to come back at around 11 o'clock in the afternoon and see who's hanging out. Are there people hanging out on the corners? You understand what I'm saying? Because at 11 o'clock in the afternoon, people should either be shopping, at work, or in the house. You understand what I'm saying? If you're seeing activity and people hanging on the corners, this might not be a good spot for you. So after school, you need to come back around 4 o'clock in the afternoon. What are the kids doing? Are they going to the park? Or are they hanging on the corner? Are they drinking beers? Are they doing, smoking the weed and all the different things? Does it look like there's drug activity going on the corners? All these things, is there gang activity? All these different things you need to witness for yourself. You can go and ask somebody something, but if they're in this area and they're trying to sell you a house, they're not going to give you the correct advice. They're not going to give you the real account. You need to go for yourself, and this is that due diligence we're talking about. Like I said before, this is about you taking the steps needed to make sure that the real things, you've seen them firsthand. So can't anybody tell you what they want to tell you. You've actually been there, you've seen it, and you know what's going on. You understand what I'm saying? And then you need to come back at nighttime. You need to come back after 10 o'clock and see whether or not how the place is. Is the activity? Are people still out and walking, and are couples out? Or is it desolate? Is the place deserted? Is everybody off the blocks? How much police activity is in the area? All these different things mean a whole lot, okay? Because what it will affect is your rental vacancy. It will affect your vacancy rate, okay? Nobody wants to be in an area where they have to constantly lock their doors, lock their windows, put bars on the windows, and all these different things. So it will affect your vacancy rates. And your vacancy rates will affect your bottom line. It will affect your cash flow. So with that being said, I'm going to close this out. You need to go to these areas where you're talking about, and you need to understand what is the crime rate here. You understand what I'm saying? Don't rely on anybody else. Go to the police station, go to the library, do your own research. All right? So with that being said, this is Adrian. This is the 4th part in the 10 top tips for finding and putting your property in a profitable neighborhood, in a profitable real estate area, okay? So with that being said, I'm going to say goodnight. Listen, subscribe, share, comment, do all these things. I'll keep bringing you the tips. This is how we do it. Again, I'm Adrian. I'll see you guys later.